another issue that's been in the pages. Let's look at the Assin North by-election. The parties are gearing towards it. A lot of issues came up. A lot of accusations left, right, center from NDC to EC and NPP. The EC and NPP have come to react and what discarded those allegations. Now the campaign is heated. For you, now I want us to put in the context of the Kumau by-election and the one happening in Assin North, where the allegation is that there's only development in the area when there are by-election, because there were a lot of road projects that were being undertaken in Kumau. Now the same thing is being replicated in Assin North. Looking at the number of MPs that we have in parliament, the power struggle we have in parliament right now, which party do you feel will come up top?
Okay, thanks so much.
Yeah.
So about Assin North, it is a very tough one,
Yeah, very, very
and trust me, this by-election is going to be more significant than Kumawood. Reason being that Kumawood, we all know, is a stronghold of the NPP. When it comes to Assin North is to an extent a stronghold of NPP, but not entirely, because yes, even though NPP has dominated over the years, I think in 1996 the NDC won the seat. In 2000, I think it was won by the NPP. Then subsequent 2004 by the NPP. Then 2008 by the NPP again. Then 2012 NDC, and then 2016 NPP again, and then until
so largely just an NPP seat.
NPP. It's more a bit swinging.
When they get out, when they go and vote for NDC.
Exactly, a bit swinging. So it's going to be significant because one, that is going to affect the balance in Parliament, because prior to the annulling of J. Kweson's Honorable J. Kweson's
MPship, something like
invalidating him, exactly. Prior to that, it was 137 with one independent candidate. Now NDC is down by one, and then this would tell if they would gain their balance again or they would lose. If the NDC should lose, then it means that they would lose. They will
be clear minority in parliament.
Exactly. Yeah. And then if the NPP wins, it would give them a good stand in parliament. So it is a very significant one. But if you look at the dynamics of what is going to happen, I believe that over the period, the people have shown some love to Honorable James Kwesson.
Yeah, Kwesson. Yeah, just call him Kwesson for
now.
Yeah.
And I can tell that in Ghana and in Africa, sympathy votes are real. The man has gone through a lot, and I believe that following the issues and all of that, from interviews that have been granted by media houses and all of that, you can't say the sample size is small, but then I could tell that there are people who are sympathizers of the man because of what he has gone through. Secondly, people are going to also look at the economic situation. The Ghanaian is open-minded now, so they will look at some other things. Like you said, there are some road constructions being done, other things in the moment, just to get the attention of. But like it was said in Kumawood, if you would realize, even though it's a stronghold, they lost a bit. The number reduced. The number reduced, but you cannot also discount the NPP. Like I was saying, it has been their stronghold. And secondly, the man who has been nominated to lead the party, Charles Opoku, he also won massively by, I think, about 367 votes or something like that. That's against 100.
So he's
highly favored, and from the research that I did, is actually known and conversant with things there. So it's not going to be an easy one. Exactly.
Those who call elections, let me know, but I don't know. I feel like the NPP is more. I've not been to the grounds, but if I had an MPP, I would do whatever I could do to win illegally, to win that seat. And I think that's what they are doing. They are being aggressive, and they are being focused on taking that seat back from the NDC, even though the NDC too is on the ground doing super marvelous work. But let's look at Parliament. Today we are in June. We are just left with less than 2 years. Next year, by this time, to go to December, it's not too far. Why do you think that particular advantage by any party in the parliament is important? What can they do within that short time?
still there. If you'd ask me, still there are policies that are coming up. There are bills,
budgets.
there are budgets that are going to be read. Trust me, even a year can do a lot. If you would recall, I remember when former President Mahama was leaving office, there were laws that he passed even before. A number of them. Some
December bills.
I think one of them significantly was the National Service allowance, which most of us, let me say, benefited. It was a last minute. So I'm telling you, people can be radical and can
within
short time they do. And even with the LGBT bill and all of that, people are waiting to see what the stand of Parliament and even the President is going to be. Things will be affected. Trust me.
As you were saying that, my mind has been drawn to a lot because we're looking at the budget. Remember, I think the previous budget, or the one before the previous one, it wasn't easy to be passed. There was a point where there was even a declaration that the budget has failed to be passed in Parliament because of the numbers that both parties had and the kind of the votes that were accrued in that particular budget passing issue. Also, the e-levy bill, before when it went to Parliament, it was very, 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 very well contested, highly contested. So that means that one single number could actually change a lot for Parliament. But let's see which party will end up being on top.